have to speak from way back when experience, where the first 2 years of medical school were basic science, which I assume they're fairly similar still. So in those first 2 years, it was brutal. So I'm not going to lie to anyone. It's just a 7-day-a-week, 24-hour-a-day commitment. Actually, we used to take off. I think we used to go out Saturday night and take off the first half of Sunday. That was our only off time. We would go out late on Saturday night after studying all day. So for the first 2 years, that's really it. And then all of a sudden, by the third year, you become a doctor. You wear a short white coat because you're not really a doctor. And once you put that white coat on, nurses start asking you questions, and you start looking around like, why are you asking me? I'm not the doctor. But then all of a sudden, that begins to shape who you are, that you're taking care of people's lives, that this is no longer a joke, that these are people who really rely on you. And a lot of us do training at inner city hospitals as medical students, where you really are the only doctor, and you begin to really take that to heart, that you really are the only way that these people have access to health care. And how great is that? Because then you go back and report to the attending physician who, and so there's always a check and balance, but you really feel empowered that you're helping people with their lives. So what I would say to anyone who's thinking about going into medicine is that, yes, medical school is brutal because we know it's a lot of work for the first few years. But then after that, it is so incredibly rewarding with each rotation. I mean, the first baby you deliver, the first surgery, which I wound up on the floor, as soon as the lights went on and it started to get a little hot, the next thing I knew, I was on the chief of surgery's couch recovering from passing out. So hang in there. You will be okay. But I knew then I wasn't going to be a surgeon. I was on the floor of the operating room. But you become so empowered with the idea that you are actually helping people and things that you're doing are making a difference. And so I think that that really gets you through the long nights, the lonely days, the weekends, the holidays that you're missing your family, all of those things, because you're really so passionate about what you're doing. Even if it's walking the floors at 3 o'clock in the morning, you still are really realizing you're making a difference.